We're live again, Stanley Masonic Lodge. Just shine the torch so you can see. That's my direction. Turn it round. Sorry, folks. We're in the main Master's Temple upstairs. There's 4 main chairs in this room. I'm sat in one of them. I've got Lisa to my left. I've got Sarah to my right. Put the torch on so you guys can see at home. Sorry. So we've got Sarah over there. Got Tracy at the back. And we've got Lisa over there. God, it's freezing in here. I'll just explain the devices we've got. Here, we've got the SLS camera. Okay, so if anything were to appear in the centre of the room, it will map it in as a figure. The light you can see in the centre of the room is a geophone, and we've also got an EM pump. So the EM pump gives the spirit's energy. The geophone will flash blue if there's any vibrations on the floor around it. So therefore footsteps, things like that. And right at the very back you can see a screen. Tracy, you just point to it so they know. That's the laptop. And we've got a program on the laptop called Alice. What Alice does, I think I explained this last week, it's a transcommunication device. Sorry, I'm just going to set that back to record. Spirits are said to be able to manipulate the energy around it and make words appear on the screen. So as I'm asking out certain particular questions, we're seeing if we can get any words back that are relative. We had a few creaks up here, and about 2 minutes ago as well, I heard, where I'm sat, footsteps shuffling to my left. And just before I'd said that, Tracy, you were about to say you thought you'd saw someone or a shadow.
Yeah, just a shadow.
And this was at the point of where I was asking them to come into the room with us. So I'm going to turn the torch off again, but then that's what we can see is what you can see. So if it's dark, it's because it's dark. Okay. Come on, spirits, are you going to come and talk to us? Are there any spirits of Masons in this building and in this room? Can you give us a sign of your presence, please? Could you walk around and make the device in front of Lisa go off again, please? Now that beep you just heard was another word appearing. I'll zoom in a little bit, can't really see it. But it says breakfast. Not very relevant to the questioning. But there we go. Hi, Joanne. Are there any spirits in here that fought in the First World War? If there are, could you give us a sign, please? Are there any spirits that are part of the workhouse. Can you let us know where you stood in the room? Can we hear your voice? What did that say? Shirt. Are there any spirits in this room that know Norman? Are there any spirits in here that don't want us being in here with us being all women? We know this is your room. We know we're privileged to be in here. History. I know I've been... The what, Sarah?
I thought came history.
Well, we've been sat talking about the history, haven't we? And of the land and how this was built in 1927. It's absolutely freezing in here. Isn't it? If that's you affecting the temperature in the room, that's completely fine. It lets us know that you're here. But could you do something else? Could you walk towards the device on the floor? Can we hear you come into the room like you did earlier? You can touch one of us. $70. Lisa. God. Lisa, you know when you'd said how you could see a man's face in Sarah? And how when we were here, excuse me, a few weeks ago, I'd said to you when I looked at you, I could see like an old man. And me and you were talking downstairs earlier, weren't we? Yeah. And you'd said you saw an old man in Sarah. And then you'd said to me, well, how old did you think the person was? And I'd said 70, didn't I? Yeah. And I think you said the same, didn't you? Yeah. And what word have we just got on that, Alice? It was 70. Say, are you 70-year-old? Say what? What do you want me to say? Maybe because I keep asking them to say something. Shot. Able. Maybe you are able to talk, but you don't know what to say. Maybe you don't have anything to say. If you could say one thing, what would it be? Above. Are you above us? Are we above you? There's known to be children spirits in this building as well. Maybe you could run from downstairs, upstairs here. Come on, let us hear your footsteps in the corridor again. There's a little tap behind me. I know I just moved my arm around. Murphy. So we've just got another word through on the Alice device. Name of Murphy. Is your surname Murphy? Or was your first name Murphy? Linger. Are you just lingering about? Are you just watching us? Wondering what we're doing in here with all the equipment? Come on, can you walk into the centre of the room? Can you walk in from outside? Lisa, were you moving earlier? Did you hear anything from in the corridor? Yeah. Well, I thought Norman was about to walk in.
I heard like a couple of footsteps outside.
Well, I honestly thought it was Norman sort of like walking about, and I half expected him. And for anyone that's watching, Norman's the caretaker here. He's also a Mason. But he's downstairs watching the DVR cameras that we've got set up. So he's actually watching us downstairs, up here in this room. But I honestly thought, and I half expected him to just walk in. And I didn't say anything, because I thought, oh yeah, he's just going to walk in. But did you hear it, Lisa?
Outside, yeah.
Just in the corridor again?
In the corridor.
Sarah, yeah? Sarah, did you hear it? No. Lisa, what's the matter? Oh, you're just getting comfy. I thought you were about to run. That was me. Boy. Is there a little boy outside? Have you come from downstairs? I'll just put my torch on. So where I'm sat, that's the main door. Hide the names. Does the little boy want to come inside? Go towards that device there in front of Lisa. It'll make the lights flash pretty. Was that you outside we heard in the corridor? Can you come closer to us? Why is there a boy spirit here if there is? Did you die in the area? Why are you here? Always. Are you always here? Did you choose to stay here? Or maybe you want to be here? Do you have relatives that passed away here? Or in this area? Can you tell us your name? Is that you, Sarah? All right. How does everyone feel in the room? Sarah, how do you feel?